just wanna search into your soul. Fever, you give me nothing, wanting more. You give me that fever. I just wanna search into your soul. Fever, you give me that fever. I just wanna search into your soul. Fever, you give me nothing, wanting more. You give me that fever. I just wanna search into your soul. Fever, you give me that fever.
What's up, everybody? It's your man DVS Ahmad coming to you on another DVS Friday. I hope everybody had a good week. It has been an absolutely amazing, fun-filled week for me, let me say. That's not true at all. But I'm still here. And for my entire humble family, I had a ball last Saturday. For those of you who missed Humble, you should be kicking yourself. I tell y'all every month that it's on the second Saturday. So, as Miss Zakia, dag, I said her name before I introduced her, but we'll get to that in a second. As me and my guests were discussing a moment ago, every season is upon us, and y'all know what's about to go down. There's going to be a pack of Rams running loose all over the place. So, for me anyway, it starts April 6th. I'll probably start April 1st, but you know, that's April Fool's Day, so we'll see. April 6th, April 13th, and April 14th. The 6th is DJ Punch's party at Club Elevation. The 13th is DJ Mark Lewis's party, Flow Party, up at Club Elevation. And on the 14th, it is, again, Humble Beginnings, which is the second Saturday of every month. If you don't come for any other reason, come for the decorations. And if you're not into the decorations, there are plenty of libations. And if you're not a drinker, there will be plenty of food. And if you're not hungry, there'll be plenty of music. See how we got something for everybody? So that's the party that you're missing if you haven't come to Montclair on the second Saturday. We have a really good time. But I need to get to this lovely young lady who is sitting here to my left. Now, you know, some of you have probably wondered when you go to the outdoor events and you're like, why is there a lady signing the words to this stuff? Like, deaf people can't hear this music, but they can feel it. And that was what I didn't understand at first either, even though I took sign language and, you know, a million years ago when dinosaurs roamed the earth. So it took a young lady who, a non-hearing young lady to come, and she was standing down in the front of the speaker. I didn't know she was deaf until I saw her sign to the other young lady next to her. And I'm like, wow, they're right there in with it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we don't think about some things all the way through. I know in this particular instance I didn't, but I am so grateful that we had this young lady right here to do all of that talking for us. Her name is Miss Zakia Thomas Cole. How are you? I am so glad. I'm so glad that you are able to come and share with us some information for a lot of people who just may not know. Absolutely. Now, this is what you do all day, right? So you really? Wow. And what made you want to, I'm sorry, say that again?
21 years in the system.
Wow. And what made you want to be a sign interpreter?
Well, I translate the music.
Mm-hmm.
Interpreting and translating is two totally different things.
Okay, so
you
you're
have
going to let us
translate.
know what those are.
Exactly.
Okay.
And but I have family members that were hard of hearing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had some that were also deaf.
Mm-hmm.
Both of the parents were deaf, and then all the children signed. The minute that I saw their hand sign, I fell in love with the language.
Wow.
Then as I grew up, I saw that there was a major,
Mm-hmm.
and I majored it. And ever since then, I have been signing. I have a godchild that's deaf, and I just love it. I love it.
Now, where did you go to school for signing? For people who might want to know if they, if it's something that they're interested in.
Yes. New York Society for the Deaf, and I also went to UCC.
Wow.
I've been fluent in sign language for about 25 years now.
Get out of here.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yes.
I actually thought about going to Gallaudet many years ago because they had the degree that I wanted, which
Okay.
was a PSYD. They were one of the only schools in the area that had it.
Did you go visit?
I didn't get a chance to. I got caught up in being a busy full-time working person. As you know, when you graduate college, you come home. If you find a full-time job, you feel blessed. You just kind of stay there.
Well, once you visit Gallaudet and you go to their clubs on the floor vibrates.
Really?
So you really have to have the whole deaf experience. That's how you know that a lot of deaf people, they fall in love with music. You have deaf rappers, they rap with their hands. They fall in love with music and you can feel the vibration. And also you have a lot of hard of hearing people that they fall in love with music also.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the first deaf rapper I met was at Lincoln Park.
Okay.
He was a young man who was backstage, and he had music videos on YouTube
come
that he
on in,
showed
yes.
me and everything. And I was like, get out of here. Like, it's so amazing. And tonight, when I was thinking about this interview, I was remembering something that was suggested by another guest. And they said, just turn off your TV don't turn off the TV. Turn the volume all the way down on your TV for an hour. Sit
Wow.
there. And you will get a little glimpse of what it's like for a person who's hard of hearing or who's deaf. I couldn't do it for 10 minutes.
When we had training, the audiologist team, they used to put earplugs in our ears so we can have more compassion for deaf people, so we knew how it felt. So you would have a heart for deaf people. And once you hear the earplugs and they silence your world, that's when your heart and your love goes to the deaf children, and you protect them and you do everything you can to make their world better and positive. And that's when you really become an advocate for them.
Wow.
So when you have that experience, you learn immediately to have a heart for a deaf person.
So do you work with the little kids, the in between, or all ages?
Within 20 years, I've worked with all ages.
Wow. Now, the house music festivals, how did you first start doing sign for, that first of all, you made an important distinction between translating and, what was the other word? Interpreting. What is that difference?
Interpreting is more so word to word. Translating, especially for the house music festivals, I speak to the artists and I ask them, what do you want to portray through your song? What do you want my hands to say? And what message do you want to give the audience about your song? And then they tell me what message they want. So that's the difference.
Oh. So that's the difference between signing the whole sentence as opposed to using more I don't want to say grander, but bigger gestures, like almost like a dance. Am I making that distinction right?
Well, okay, like say, beautiful people. You will show beautiful. Your emotions come out.
Okay.
The feeling.
Yeah.
You get into it. You express it. You show what it's all about.
Absolutely. And I see that with you all the time. And I mean,
You lose yourself in
it's
the music.
exciting.
You lose yourself in sign.
Yeah, you really do.
And even hearing people, they are so receptive to sign. And they fall in love with sign. And they appreciate what I do. And I've had 96 people already learn sign just to me. And in the summer, I'm packed.
Right, because
have
you started
classes.
giving a class. Now, for the people who don't know about the class, if you've been under a rock, where is the class and how can they sign up when it's available?
I'll start posting on Union Public Library, the
Okay.
Vauxhall branch. They allow me to give sign language classes.
Nice.
And during the year, I have a couple. And then in the summer, I have them every week.
Okay, so and about how much time how long are the classes basically, so people will know how much time they need to allot if they want to attend your class,
It depends how much they want to,
how much they want to learn.
how much they want to learn. If they just
Okay.
want a basic class, that's like an hour,
Mhm.
and then they can learn their name.
Right.
You know sign language, so come on, bring it. And let's show everybody your name in sign language.
Do you know what? Huh? I don't know if y'all can see it
I'll
all the
hold your
way.
mic for you. And your sign name.
You gave me one, right? It was here because the men are here and the women are down here.
Exactly.
So it's like the first letter of my name, which is A, kind of up here. So yeah.
See, that shows that we're real.
Yeah.
Take sign language around here, just to inform you.
Really, because I took sign language like 25 years ago, 20 something years ago in Alabama, of all places.
Wow.
Because in Alabama, they have the Institute for the Deaf and the Blind.
Okay.
And the town where my college was, it was in the same town as the Institute for the Deaf and the Blind. So, when kids needed to do, one of the majors that we had was special education for some people who wanted to work with children who were deaf. They also had something for, children who were having emotional problems, yada, yada, yada. Any type of special population for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But sign language was big there because they were able to get teachers from the school directly to come and work on campus as associate professors
Wow.
to teach us the language. So it was awesome. It was all, like you said, once you start, you fall in love with it. And when I came home, I drove everybody crazy. Because my hands would not stop moving.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
almost like an addiction. Anything that
Yes.
somebody said, my fingers would just spell it. Even if I wasn't conscious of it, I
Yes.
would be just sitting there. One time I had my shoulder and somebody was sitting next to me. It was one of my cousins. And she said, all I hear is... She said, would you stop? That's all I hear. You know what? I apologize. I really didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. But, yeah. Now, the house music, you got involved with that. How?
It was by coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Nicholas was the first person that brought me on
Mm-hmm.
at Weekway.
Okay.
So, Weekway? Let me just tell you. I just have to tell you. The moment, I was so nervous the first time I came on. I was already doing extremely well in the churches.
Mm-hmm.
I've already had a rapport because I was Reverend Ron's sign minister at Christian Love.
Oh, okay.
So with him, either you're going to sink or swim.
That's
just
right.
the truth about it. So the first time I did Weekway Park, Eddie was like, get up there and do it. So I got up there. I was nervous. I'm like, okay. Everybody's looking at me like,
Who is she?
I'm like, ooh, okay. So I'm signing. I had it. Then finally, Colonel Abrams' song comes on.
That was it?
Gone. It was like, that was it.
Wow.
I didn't even know until the photographers had showed me the video, and I was in it.
Isn't that amazing?
I was in it.
To see yourself afterwards,
And
you're like,
ever
wow.
since then, hey, bring it.
It's a
I
whole
got
different
it.
type of ministry, let me tell you.
Hey.
It will feed your spirit if you
And
let
people
it.
used to say, ain't nobody standing in line to see you sign. Okay, well, thank you so very much. Thank you for telling me that and giving me the encouragement, because now they are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now they are.
Now, have you ever thought about working? Because my mother always says this to me: if she sees my fingers move one, if she see me spell, a letter. The working like with the state or the have you ever worked with the state or the county or the courts to interpret?
I wouldn't do courts.
Not something that you would want to do.
Everybody has to be fluent in their own skill.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a type of person. My heart doesn't go for the court system.
Okay.
Everybody, you have to have a tough skin to be in the court system. Of course, you have to be able to learn the language. Gospel, I fell in love. House music, I fell in love. Rap, that's not my music, so I didn't fall in love with it. I'm great with old school, but new school, I'm getting used to it.
Okay.
So once you start to meet the different language and you study, you're like a sponge. That's what you like. Court systems, nah, I'm not like a court person.
No. Now let me ask this, because the other thing that I noticed is that they have colloquialisms, basically, and sign like they would, like in the spoken language. Certain things that we said down south, or signs that we use down south, when I came up here, they weren't the same thing. Like when I did it, people were like, "What are you talking about?" And I would have to spell it out. And okay, that's what you're talking about. But it was a different sign. Does that get confusing or for people? But I know that you are primarily in this area. But has that like been a problem? Like if somebody transfers to this area and speaks with you or someone does that become a problem? Like the differences?
Absolutely, because you have to focus, and each person signs different. And each deaf person, they sign different because their hand gestures, they're all different. And also, it's a different language. North is not the same language as another town, maybe.
Right.
So when I had first started, half of the signs that I was using, they were like, and the facial expressions are not the same. So it was like okay.
Yeah.
So you learn to adapt. And our children, best signers in the world.
Really?
Best. The facial expression is strong.
Because that's a part of it. It's not just your hands. It's your body. It's really a body language. You can't have your face not match what your hands are saying when you're signing to particularly somebody who can't hear or who is hard of hearing. You have to they need that to match up if that's been their experience.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. So yeah, I had such a wonderful time signing, and I thought I would go back to school for it at one point, but I've decided to kind of talk to people who do it instead. And what do you have any aspiration in regard to what you're going to do with sign and house music?
Yes.
Okay.
When I always say when sign met house, it was a wonderful thing. Because it brought music alive. It wasn't just, the dancers were always magnificent. But then when you saw the expression coming into the stage, people would just look in awe. And they would be like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. Thank you for giving me that gift. And now it's just expanded. And we're getting calls from Chicago. We're getting calls from all over.
Wow.
So it's not enough for me. I'm in the process now of getting a team together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I have a lot of other things I should have been doing. I have artists that I should be working on. I have videos that I should be that are going to be coming out soon. I have a lot of new projects that are coming on that were on hold for a little while, but now God has made a way that everything is just coming to.
So you're going to be signing in videos and things?
Yes.
That is so awesome.
Yes, people have been on hold, and so I'm ready.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this has just like been a flower blooming type situation.
I
for
knew it was always going to be, because I always wanted to be an entertainer, entertainment signer, and that's what my gift and my calling is.
I would agree. For anybody who's ever seen this woman on stage signing, as soon as she feel the song,
Go on.
it's a situation.
Yes.
Because I can't even dance. After that, I need to watch what she's doing.
Yeah, God has blessed me
really
with a
do.
wonderful gift.
Hmm?
God has blessed me with a wonderful gift.
Now, there was a question that I had in my head, and it's itching me because I'm half in and half out of it. It had to do with the people who are coming into your. Do you use? That's what it is. Do you use the first of all, do you get a lot of people who've seen you sign at the house music events to come to your classes.
Hmm.
Okay, now do you use the music to teach them sign?
It's different people. If they want to, I have social workers. I have all different kind of people. Whatever they're going to use it for their population.
Okay.
So it's different people. They want to use it for different things. There's different teachers. They want to use it. There's different things. So if it's one of those people, maybe they have a ministry that they want to use it for their dance ministries. Yeah, I've gone in and teach classes with that for the children, young people. Also, I have a senior sign ministry now. They're so cute.
They are
They're
adorable.
so
I love
cute.
them.
Oh, they're so cute. So it depends on who wants to learn it.
I think
It's
that's
all
an
different
awesome thing,
kind.
though. I'm glad you
I have
mentioned
private
that.
classes, all different kind of classes, yeah. And sign language, people love it. People love it. People love to see it. People love to experience it. They love to feel it. It's just taking off.
And you brought up something very interesting. You said you have one for the seniors. Do you find that that's because there are some seniors, I know myself, I'm already hard of hearing a little bit. I'm one of those people, you walk in my house and the TV is on 12, but it only go to 10. But I already got it all the way up here at 12. And do you find that it's a way for particularly seniors who become hard of hearing? Do they seem like it's a new way for them to communicate with one another? Do they grasp onto it like that?
Yeah, they can. They can. The group that I have now, they want to use it. They use it for music. So they have their little ministry that they go and they do their little songs around the town. And they're just cute. They're just so cute.
That's what when I learned it, my sign language teacher, she had us learning the Pledge of Allegiance and all these different things, and she was like, I understand that some of you, is some of you choose not to, salute the flag or whatever. She's like, but you're learning vocabulary. That's what I'm trying to teach you. You don't have to mean all of this stuff. I'm trying to teach you words. That's why I was asking, like, do you use the music as a tool to teach? Nice, very nice. So
And expansion of vocabulary, absolutely.
I like that. I can imagine walking into a class with house music playing and just signing for the whole class. That would be so awesome.
Okay.
Now, the other thing is my teacher, I'm not going to say someone, one of the things that I learned is people, and this is the other reason why I wanted to have you come, because people don't understand enough of the challenges that people who are deaf or hard of hearing go that they have. I'm one of those people, but when I think of it, I try to be attentive to the situation. People who sign, somebody used the word dyslexic. Another person, you just said that they don't spell well. Many of them. You have so please dispel that myth or explain, because sometimes they were saying sometimes when you spell things out, they may not know what it is when you spell it out.
Most of the time, they're great spellers because they depend on spelling. So
That makes sense.
Spelling is a major part, because finger spelling, that's half of sign. Is finger spelling. So most people, they have to finger spell correctly. So they know. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a big. What is one of the biggest challenges that you have with the kids that you work with?
They're just like normal kids. Except they just can't hear. They're exactly like normal.
So they a handful.
Even worse.
On any
Because when
given
you walk in, they know how they can't hear, so they feel you. When you walk
Wow.
in, they know if you're sick. They look at you, and they could tell, and you can't hide it.
A lot more perceptive, huh?
Absolutely.
I never thought about that. Okay, and what's a typical? Are you in the classroom? Are you teaching?
I'm in the classroom setting.
Okay, so what's a typical day like when you come into the classroom? The kids are already there, or do you bring them in? How does that?
Just like talking to you.
Okay. Everything is okay.
You signed all day. Everything is done with hands.
Now the kids that go to the what? I'm trying to get a picture in my mind of like what it's like in this, because I lived here for so many years and never knew that was there. And I just don't. I can't imagine that they are that many people who live in the city who are even aware of that. Just like I was telling you guys when you came here, there are a lot of people who aren't aware of this place where we are now. You know, and I like to pay. That's something that I like to use this platform to do, is to make people aware. So they go through their books and everything the
Every
same
subject.
way. They talk in class.
Every subject.
Just that is so cool.
Except you sign it.
That's it. That's the only difference. And the parents are the parent. What? I don't. Well, I'm trying to get the question that I'm trying to ask. It's about the parents when they are the parents usually. How does that work? And it's a genetic question, so you may or may not know the answer, but it's a question that I'm trying to field because actually it's something you just said. Well, it's something you said earlier. The parents are the. Is it more often that you find kids who have parents who are deaf, or no?
It's a certain percentage that deafness can run in your family. But a lot of times, you know, their parents are hearing. And there's some situations, each situation is different, that they can have numerous people in their family that's deaf, and then they could have parents that are hearing. And then either their parents sign, or another family member signs, or either they read lips, or either they pad and paper. You have different situations in each.
And all of that works collectively in the communication.
Yes.
The pad and paper, the reading of the lips. Are there some? That's a big part of it too, isn't it? Like the reading of the lips while you're signing. So you have to. Well, not you have to, but for some people, it's easier for them sometimes to read your lips than to read your signing.
It is. It is.
That's amazing.
That's a skill too.
The lip reading.
Right.
I think the FBI teaches that. Like it's that much of a skill.
Yeah.
You know, it's something like it's daggone secret squirrel type of stuff. What's up, Haja? And Tanya Veltz is watching.
Hello, Tanya.
Much love to all of you guys. I apologize for the phone. It was a situation when we got here earlier. But so which festivals will you be doing this year? All of them?
Now you really put me on the spot.
Because it seems like you're going to be doing all of them.
I'm booked for the summer, absolutely. And it's not only festivals. We have sounds, different DJs that are going to be playing in the park. We have a lot of events going on this summer.
Wow.
For the communities all over New Jersey. New Jersey is hot this summer.
For real?
Woo!
Like
if you haven't been on my New Jersey Festival, I have a new page, New Jersey Festivals, Events and Sounds.
Okay.
I've listed the different events,
Okay.
the different house music festivals. I've listed them all, and magnificent. The people are, we have a lot going on in New Jersey.
That's a blessing. You know, for many years we didn't have a lot going on during the summer. Period.
Free events,
outdoors.
all free events.
Yeah, and I think that's that we have progressively it's become like a boom type of situation. Like all of a sudden, like everywhere you go, every weekend, you know, there's always something to do.
Yes,
and I'm hoping that parents are taking that opportunity. This is my little sidebar. I know I pull out my soapbox every now and then. Take this opportunity to plan stuff for your entire family. Don't come and leave your kids at home. Bring your children. Let them bring their little box of treats or whatever, or you bring the cooler with the sandwiches and stuff. These are family-friendly events. They are events that you can bring your kids, you can hang out for, you know, the whole day or a couple of hours, whichever you choose, and you don't have to worry. You're going to be entertained. It's going to be, you know, enough camaraderie. It's, you know, there won't be anything that you don't want your kids to see. You know, it's definitely family-friendly events. So I'm hoping, I was just talking with somebody else about this, because they have, you know, New York has some as well. I don't know what the ratio is from New York to New Jersey. I just know over here we got it on a lot. Like from May to September, I keep a folding chair in my trunk.
Yes.
Because you never
And
know.
a cooler.
Yeah, see?
What?
You never know where you gonna happen. Oh, that's right, such and such is playing over here. Oh, you know what? I was gonna be in the house, but yeah, meet me there. It's a whole lot of that this summer. I hope, and I just hope that people are using this as an opportunity to create community, to know who your neighbors are. Invite your neighbors to come, even if you don't ride with them in the same. Look, we going to such and such. You want to meet us over there? Whatever it is, like this. This is that opportunity. You know, it's where we're in March. So the weather will hopefully break soon because my birthday's coming, so it better. And, you know, by the time May gets here, you can already have your plans start, you know, letting your neighbors know where the places are going to be, which ones you're going to be hanging out at. Come on and rock with us.
Right.
Come on and rock with us, like for real. We need to create community more. We need to know who our neighbors are. We need to speak to one another and say, hey, how you doing? And not just it be something that you say, but actually listen. If the person says, you know, I'm not feeling the best, but, you know, God is good, or whatever it is they say, to be receptive and, you know, let them know that, yeah, I actually understood what you said. I heard it. I felt it. And, you know, if you need to come chat, then let's come chat. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure each other in this particular climate, in this country right now, we need to check on each other and make sure that each other is well. So this summer, make sure you check out a lot of these. If your kids call it mommy and daddy's cookout music or that old school stuff, yeah, bring them anyway and have them sit there and listen. Let them bring one of their friends, so that they're not bored and think they got to sit there with the adults, and just, you know, bring a chair and let them go to the opposite side of the park and have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
They're not bored because when I look out from the opposite end of the stages,
It's mostly kids. It's a lot of kids, right?
there's all generations out there. There's children, there's mother, father, grandparents. Everyone is out there enjoying the music, dancing. So many generations of just togetherness coming as one out there. And we're making history right now.
Absolutely.
We're making history. The unity that's going on, we're making history. It's beautiful, and it's going nationwide.
Absolutely. And
Nationwide.
that's why it needs to spread. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already doing that, but, you know, let's pull in a little bit tighter. We can be tighter. There's always room for improvement. Sultan said, yeah, it's for family. He said, please say that again. It is for family.
It's for family.
It is. And
it's
that's
for
the
family,
event
all
out.
generations.
Yes.
All generations.
Yes, please.
And we're really instilling that in the younger generation to show them how much unity, and they see it. And as us people of color, to see all of this, it's magnificent. Right now, it's the making of the history books to come. It
I love
really
that.
is. It's the
Yeah.
making of the history books to come. And I'm so proud of everyone that has come forward, because a lot of work goes into all these music events. And you have to give kudos to those that take their time. Some of them, it takes up to years to plan one event. And each event is special in its own way.
Right. So please stop comparing them. I
Thank
didn't mean
you
to cut
so
you
very
off.
much.
But
Thank
please
you.
stop comparing them.
Yes.
Your event is your event. And we're
Yes.
going to have this other event next Saturday. We're going to go to that one too.
Yes.
And it's
And
not
Sundays.
whose is better. Exactly. It's not whose is better. We just thank all of you for having them.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off,
No,
but you were
that's
saying that
perfectly
as
fine.
much
We're
work
family.
goes into it. Yeah, it is a lot of work. And we
we're
shouldn't
thankful
take that for
them
granted.
all. We're thankful for them all. Because a lot of work. We're thankful for everybody, the volunteers, the funders, everybody behind the scenes. We're just thankful for everybody. The dancers, everybody. We're so thankful for everybody.
Nice. So yeah, we somebody says we work very hard. Oh yeah, Sultan says we work very hard with these cities to pull this off. And there's some cities, like I know there's something with Jersey City and the pier. So, you know, they want to relocate because of the amount of people, and they're saying like it's a danger to have that amount of people on the pier. So, you know, they directed you to a park and you pulled it off anyway, and it was a wonderful event. You know, we have to be resilient like that. Everybody, when they see our faces come to certain places, they're like, But the track record is now speaking for itself. So people are less leery, and there are more people who are probably going, "Oh yeah, we want to have one of those too. Why don't we have one? Maybe we should have one." Now they're doing them up in Connecticut. I was told today they have one up in Stamford. They're going to be having one, I think, in June or something like that. Check it out. But I was just told today about that one. So, I'm glad that that type of thing is spreading. What are some other things that are important to just now? Okay, I've been having trouble with this all week. I need you to correct me on how to say your name. Zakia or Zakia?
Zakia.
See, I was wrong on both of them.
Zakia.
Zakia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. Thank you. Now that
Really,
we
it's
had that-
Zakia Keyshawn, but we cut it off.
Yeah, because I only have a certain amount of air. I can't get all of that out. But what are some other things that are important to you? Aside from working with the kids and the sign language, just personally that you want to bring to fruition. Maybe some other gifts that you have that you might want to share at some point.
What I'm doing right now is my passion.
Okay.
What I'm doing right now is going nationally. My next phase is going to be working with a lot of gospel artists. That's what's
Okay.
coming next
Okay.
for me. And it's just a blessing.
That is so cool.
It's just a blessing.
So will you be like on tour or doing videos or all of that?
Well, I have some big churches that are, I'll be going into them. And I don't know, it's just going to be a lot of things coming up in the future.
Has it always been this busy for you doing this?
In the churches, yeah.
In the churches, yes.
In the churches, because when I was younger, I did a lot of youth groups.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of mentoring, because that's very important. I've had a young ladies mentoring group where I've mentored hundreds of young ladies. I've mentored hundreds of children. Alone in my community, I had youth groups. I've done a lot in my lifetime. And God has lead to the next level.
Nice.
And I'm thankful. I'm really, really thankful. And I'm
Absolutely.
thankful for everybody that supports me and has seen my vision and has just showed me nothing but love. There's so many people that show me love, and I'm thankful for them.
Nice. With the I was getting ready to ask about something about the churches. I don't know why my mind is playing tricks on me like this tonight. I think I'm just getting old.
Say that next month when your birthday comes. Just saying.
That's when I'm gonna deny it. That's when I'm really going to deny it. 40 what? Who, me? No. What would make you say such a thing?
Because next Sunday for my birthday, celebrating with SMB at 78 Lounge.
Let me tell you
Can't wait
something.
to see you there.
Was that that was Sunday?
Sunday,
That's Sunday?
March 25th at 78 Lounge. See you there.
But your birthday is that Friday, right?
Yes.
Because I asked her, I said, do you want to come on, that next Friday? She acted like I didn't even say She acted like I didn't know. No. The 16th will be fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's when I'll come. Because, I don't know. It's my birthday weekend. And that's not how I'm doing things. And I understand. I get it. And I was laughing when I sent it to her. I looked and I saw her birthday on that date. I was like, I'm going to be funny. Let me ask her if she wants to come during this time. Acted like she didn't even see that date on there.
Why
Like,
you have
how
to put me
dare
on the
you?
spot?
Wow. Okay. So, are you a mom? You're a mom too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do your kids know sign language?
My son was fluent in sign language when he was younger. I have
Wow.
one son.
Okay.
He's 17.
He's what? Oh, you did say 12.
17 just got his license.
I don't know why I think you're younger. Go ahead.
I know, I look good, right? Yeah.
Them good jeans, ain't it? Mm-hmm.
Yes. So anyway, I'll be in the churches teaching children how to sign, teaching the choir songs. He was a baby, not paying attention. I'm thinking he's not paying attention. He would go under the pews, run around the church, and stuff like that. The daily different performances. Here, maybe one kid would be absent, 2 kids would be absent. My son about this high. He comes, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do without the main part?
Mm-hmm.
My son gets up there. He's like, I know it, Mommy. I'm like, what? No, you don't. You were not even paying attention. He took my gift completely. He can sign just as well as I can. Does he do it? No.
Really?
But yeah.
And he's 17.
And his expression is wonderful. His expression is wonderful.
Now, what has he told you like what type of work he wants to get into or what he's interested in?
Accountant.
He's interested in accounting.
Accounting and finance.
Because there would be no way if I did sign language that you could get me to do anything else but sign language.
No,
like
he
if
won't do it.
I came up fluent like that, just because it's something that I already know, so I'm not gonna have to go beyond my comfortability or anything. That's just me taking shortcuts in my life. But I would have definitely, I would have enrolled in that real quick. But whoa, that was coming back to me. These senior mothers. You talked about youth groups. Do you have any active or mentoring groups active now?
Not at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple young people that I am involved in their lives.
Okay.
And they're doing extremely well. Extremely, extremely well. But at this moment in time, I have so much on my plate that I'm trying to just filter everything out, and I'm trying to just set up what I need to do in the future.
Okay.
And like I told you, I have the classes. A lot of young people in the classes at the library. I have a lot going on.
A lot of people do. People bring their kids with them to the.
All generations come out.
Wow. Now that's
All
a nice family
generations.
activity to
Yeah,
learn.
and even the little ones, I say, we don't discriminate. Bring them all. Whoever wants to come on.
Okay.
The little babies, them too.
In your ministry,
hmm
I know that's dear to heart. I know that it is. Now, how did you begin your ministry with signing?
I began my ministry when I was just coming out of college, and that's when God gave me the passion to do the songs. I thought I was just going to go into entertainment, but that wasn't the case because he wanted to use me. So that's when I started teaching the little ones through Sunday school and different things like that. Then I would come up, and then I started teaching the choir. And I was a sponge. I wanted to learn every single word in the dictionary. I would just take dictionaries and just learn it, sign to sign. Teach the kids. They were sponges. They would be fluent within 2 years of having me signing.
Wow.
But that's your blessing. Give your gift to the next generation to bring it up. So that's where we are now. And so like a lot of people that I have taught, they're doing sign language themselves, and they're doing what they need to do.
How is that? I know that's such a wonderful feeling to see so many different people who you've taught begin to take it out in the world with them.
Yeah. It means a lot. It means a lot. And to see so many young people doing well for themselves, it's just amazing. And to have beautiful families, it means a lot.
Now, did you the school that you work at isn't far from here where we are right now. Did you grow up in Newark? Do you live in Newark?
No.
You're so coming to I know a lot of people have apprehension about Newark for whatever their reasons are. Many people have a whole bunch of different reasons. Have you've not experienced anything on the negative side coming here to work, have you, with the kids?
Well, you have your pros and cons everywhere you go. If you watch the news, there's just as much negative going on in the affluent areas than it is going on in different areas in Newark. And in a couple years, Newark is just as affluent as everybody other places.
That's right, because you've been
So
here
they
to
got
see
it
a
twisted.
change.
They really got it twisted. Newark is on a rise. We have some wonderful things going on here in Newark.
Yeah, like you've been able to
What?
see the Renaissance,
Yes.
as they call it, the Renaissance city.
Yes, so everything is changing. And
How do you feel about the change in the city?
I love it. I'm all for it 100%.
What are some of the most dynamic things that you've seen come to the city that maybe weren't here 10, 15 years ago?
What they're doing with downtown.
The downtown area?
You see it? It's like, wow.
It's a whole new different thing. If
Everything
you haven't
is up
seen
for
it,
grabs.
it's a completely different thing.
It's amazing.
We now have a gap.
What? What?
We For real, because for a while in Newark, you couldn't fall into the Gap if you tried. There was no Gap here. We used to have we used to have really high end stores down to, there was Macy's, Bamberger's, what is it, Orbex or something down there in the Haynes building. And, you know, it happened for a myriad of reasons. You know, the city turned into whatever it turned into for a good 30, 35 years. And in the past few years, it has been on a steady rise. And in your experience with the schools, are there things that are coming to the community that are, you know, suitable for the school that you work with? Are they making it, I don't know the word that I'm trying to use, are they making it friendly for people who are deaf?
Yeah, everything that's offered for the hearing children is offered for the deaf children. So even that includes the arts, that includes everything.
Okay, so they're making it accessible, just as accessible. Everything is just as accessible. Okay, that's what, because I know that
people
they
are deaf do every single thing except not here. They do everything that a hearing person does, except they do it with their hands. They sign. That's their language.
That's what I was trying to. I wanted to. Sometimes, you know, in progress, there are some people who get bypassed. You know, and I was hoping that one of the other guests I had at one time said that there weren't a whole bunch of things here. You know, as many things that as many things that they have for people who can hear, they don't have as many for people who are hard of hearing or who are deaf. So I was trying to get a different perspective on, you know, the progress of the city and making sure that there is inclusiveness for the non-hearing.
Well, that's why we have to stand strong and be an advocate to make sure that everything is going to continue to be accessible for the deaf people just as much as it is for the hearing people. And that's why we advocate for them.
When you say advocate, you mean go to the powers that be in the city, the county, or where?
Right. The laws are supposed to be everything that a hearing person has, a deaf person has that access to also. And so that's why we stand for that.
Okay, so if y'all see anything, y'all let people know, and they come and make it accessible or add what is like. There's one now. I notice buses when I, even though I don't take the bus, sometimes I hear them. If I'm at a stoplight, I can hear them announcing what bus it is at the corner. I know that's for the blind as well, but I don't see. I don't know how the like the cross. I know the crosswalks and stuff. They used to have the ones that talked, that spoke and said. There were a few of them around the city, but I've noticed they don't have those. I know that's not the population that you work with, but isn't there something that shouldn't that be across the board too?
Yeah.
That type of accessibility.
And it is, and most deaf people, their perception on everything else is up to par. So they're masters at computers, technology, so they know where they're going before we do. If the Google is on, they know how to use all their apps.
So those little things
they can teach you something.
Wow.
Truth.
And you know what? Today I had.
We take so much for granted.
We really do. We really do. And the oddest thing happened to me today. I had a medical evaluation. So the doctor, this was a doctor that I never met. It was my first time. So I walk into the office and I hear typing. So she's typing. I'm like, oh, okay. I walk past. She's blind. The screen is black. The whole computer monitor is black. She's blind. Like, wow. Wait a minute. Nobody told me that.
So she's brailing.
I don't know how she was rocking it. She was rocking it though, and I couldn't. Did whatever she was typing. She knew what she was typing, but it wasn't she didn't use the screen to type it.
People with all different disabilities, they are doing their thing.
And that was it. The fact that I was, having this interview with you today, and that was my experience earlier in the day. I don't believe that they're coincidences. So I was like, wow. So I'm sitting there the whole time going, I have never had a medical provider who wasn't able to see or wasn't able to hear
That
or
is
wasn't
cool.
able to speak. I've never had that.
Wow. So she worked in the office? Or she-
Yeah, she worked there. She was the provider. She was her assistant brought me in because she was sitting at her desk. Her assistant brought me in, to show me where she was and everything like that. But nobody told me what I was. Nobody said anything.
So cool.
I thought that was the most awesome thing earlier today. I
So
was like,
cool.
wow. When I tell you, she had to be able to type 70, 80 words a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Screen not on. I'm like, that was the first thing I noticed. I was like, the screen's not on. What is she?
Wow.
Oh,
Magnificent.
wow. So
Magnificent.
everything
It just
that
warms my heart.
yeah, it was really really cool. It was really cool. I don't know what about her being blind made me more comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes when you're sitting here talking to people, sometimes when you have to tell them things that you might find personal, especially for somebody new, you're sitting there and you're like, oh my god, eye to eye contact is real uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So because we didn't have that, I didn't have a problem saying anything. It was a much different experience.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was interesting earlier today, like, and particularly on the eve of having you come here and speak about signing and
People with
working with people
disabilities.
who are yes, completely. I think that is awesome. So you are about to embark on videos and maybe some work with churches and touring. Is there a church home that you want to invite people to?
Well, I'm still affiliated with Christian Love. That's always my heart.
Christian Love is the
Yes, that's always my heart.
okay.
Yeah, my son, my minister was Reverend Ron, and so Christian Love is still my heart.
Nice.
Mhm.
Are you serious?
Oh, you have a telephone call.
You know what? I apologize.
Hello. Hello.
No, we have to do that. I know y'all thought that was so urban. It is. I apologize. The one time I don't turn my phone ringer off, of course, somebody will call. I was talking about the things that you're getting ready to embark on with the churches. Christian Love is your church home, you said. Do you travel pretty
church to
much from
church.
on different Sundays?
Mhm.
Like every Sunday it might be a different church that calls on you. Do they just call you for special programs a lot of times, or just for the regular service?
No, there's different programs. There's Bible study. It depends on what. There's different ministries.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's dance ministries. There's different Bible studies. If deaf people are, there's different funerals. I also
Oh wow.
weddings. I do everything. I do everything.
So the team that you're getting together, are they people who you were training, or are they people who already know or are certified in sign language? Yeah, are they certified? Are you looking for people who are certified, or are you training them, or a combination of both people who
Both.
already have it? And you're gonna
Both.
okay.
'Cause I have a lot of work to do.
Oh, it sounds. Look,
I have a lot of work to do. Plus, I'm gonna be training young people myself to come up and do what they need to do. Yeah. 'Cause I believe
nice.
in the youth stepping up and doing what they need to do for the next generation.
Yeah,
Give back.
pretty much. Okay. Have you? And this is my final question. I promise.
That's okay. I'm enjoying myself.
And I have to ask this question. You and I had a conversation before.
Yes.
Yeah, we sure did, right?
Wait a minute. Let me get myself together.
You don't get yourself. I'm gonna give her a quick second. Go ahead.
I'm ready.
You got a woosah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, I had another guest who was talking about doing television for people who are deaf. Have you done or do you see that coming for you working in TV? Because again, we were talking about the what is it called? I forget what it's called. The sound off. That's what it was called. It was called sound off, where you turn the TV off for an hour so that you can try and identify with No, you turn the sound off for an hour, not the TV, the sound for an hour, so that you can get a a small feel about how it feels to be deaf in a world where everything is catered to people who hear. So I was talking to another guest, and they were talking about doing television, having the interpreters there, or like the whole show, creating whole shows where people are just signing, like, period. That's what the whole show is. People who are signing, whatever the situation, dramas, whatever. Have you, is that something that you've thought about, something that you see coming, something that you would want to do?
Absolutely. And growing up, I always used to have a little picture of the little lady. Remember back in the day, I'm going like back in the day, you used to see the little ladies.
Yeah, right there in the corner. Yeah.
I used to be like,
I'm going to be her.
man. Then when I met the arts, the different theaters of, drama with sign language, it was like.
Have you gone to like arts high school and done like workshops?
I've visited.
I think that would be very, because they have the theater department, and they have the dance department, they have the music department. The collaboration of those three with anything that you're doing, I think, would be excellent.
Okay.
So just a thought, like Tony Braxton's, just a thought. I thank you so much for coming and joining me here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
I hope that some of the information that you've gotten is information that you can take with you, and when you see give it to me one more time. Zakia. When you see Zakia out at the festivals or anywhere you would encounter her at an event, because we just don't go to house festivals all the time. We do other things. So if you have something, maybe I don't want to put more on her plate for her, but if you think that there's something a place where there are people where you see the need, maybe you might mention it to her. Maybe she knows somebody else if she's not able to do it. But I think access for everybody is something that we should all strive for, whether it doesn't have to be for us personally.
Right.
We do need to start thinking about other people outside of ourselves.
Right.
So that's why I say that, not to pile onto your plate, but because you getting a team together, y'all about to, be all over the place type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And which is going to be excellent. Like I said, it was the most amazing thing to see people who were deaf right down in front. You know how when we get in front of the speaker and we are just feeling it, and that's right where they were feeling it.
Especially last year.
Oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. And at her event too, in Vailsburg Park. It was in Vailsburg Park. Listen, I remember it was at Vailsburg Park, and because my producer's the bomb. But it was so cool to see that. It was amazing. So there is a place for all of this stuff, whether you see it or not. It's always a place for these things, and you never know who is appreciating the little things that we take for granted. So again, if people need to reach out to you for more information, is there a public way that they can do it? Facebook or Twitter or Instagram?
Yes, Facebook. I'm Zakia Thomas. I also have the New Jersey House Music Festival Events and Sounds page. I also have a Instagram, Black Beauty 40Z. So I'm able to be contacted.
Okay,
I'm out there.
That's what it is. So check her out. Look at her page. See some of the things that she has doing, particularly for the summer events. Summer. What's that website? One more time.
New Jersey House Music Festivals, Events and Sounds.
New Jersey House Music Festivals, Events and Sounds. New Jersey.
Sounds meaning there's a lot of DJs that's going to be performing different genres of the in different areas all over New Jersey.
Okay.
Everywhere. Sounds
Nice.
are going to be going on. They're going to be DJing. They're going to be getting in it.
Now, the NJ or the whole New Jersey?
New Jersey.
The whole New Jersey. Okay.
Every word is spelled out.
Okay, yeah. Everything spelled out, all one word. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me. Just like I thank my beautiful guest here. Oh my goodness, I love her.
Thank you
Her energy.
for having me.
out in the parks is like infectious. Soon as you see her, if for some reason you get this feeling like everything is going to be all right. If everything was going wrong, like that's the type of spirit that she has for me.
It is going to be all right.
Yeah, it is. It's already all right, even if you don't know it yet. So I thank you for coming. I appreciate. Mom, you want to come over here and say hi real quick? Her mom, I think that is so cool when mom comes. Right there. This is mom, Mrs. Hunter. She came and brought came down to, make sure that Zakia got Zakia. I'm gonna keep messing it up.
You my name tonight.
I don't know why. It just won't come out my mouth right. But I'm gonna keep practicing because I need to get it right. Zakia. Zakia. Okay. Zakia and Mrs. Hunter came down, and they have been incredibly patient and endured the temperature changes and everything.
Oh, it's
that comes
so
down.
magnificent in here. Oh, it's so comfortable.
Anybody who hasn't been down here in the wintertime
you could just
or in the middle of the
relax.
summer, it's like walking into a womb. Everything is warm and cozy, and it envelops you as soon as you come in. So I thank you guys for coming. I thank you so much. I had such a wonderful time. I hope you guys will reach out and make sure that you speak to Zakia when you see us out, because I'll be out there every now and then. I'm not signing, but I'll be out there.
But he knows sign. He knows sign.
A little bit.
He knows sign.
A little bit.
No, he knows sign.
A little bit.
He knows sign.
Just a bit. So we're going to be out there chilling and having a good time, because this coming summer we gonna cut up a little bit. We gonna cut up a little bit.
Wait a minute. Are you coming to the party?
Which party?
My party.
At 70.
At 70.
Could you send me the thing and make sure, because I should be back. I'll be back Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be getting rid of the people in my house. So yeah,
It's sold out, but you can buy. Yeah, it's been sold out for like a month and a half now.
And now you tell me.
But no, you can still buy tickets online.
How can I buy tickets online if it's sold out?
No, there's no physical tickets now.
Okay.
The physical tickets are sold out, but you still could buy some tickets online.
And
then we're gonna have vendors. It's S&B.
S&B.
And we're gonna have vendors. It's at 78 Lounge. It's gonna be wonderful.
78 Lounge. Okay, I know where that is. That's the next little spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And that's Sunday. And it's not a day party, it's an evening party?
5 to 12.
Okay, 5 to.
Day to
Okay,
night
good.
party.
Tea party. We can tea party. That's what it is. Okay, so I thank you guys for watching. I love you for watching. Oh, share the videos. Again, I am moving everything to my YouTube page. Every video that I can possibly move, I am going to move. So it's going to take some time, but I am moving it all to YouTube because I want more of you guys to love.
Nice.
I want more of you. I want to bring this to more of you. So I'm gonna move everything that I have to YouTube, and I need you to share it. If there are 50 people watching right now, there should be 50 shares. You don't got to keep it on your page. You can take it off later if you want, or you could just forget about it. I really don't care. But if it was Kim Kardashian or Beyonce, you would be sharing it, and you don't know her, but you know me. So share the video. Stop making stupid people famous. Help the people that you know in your community. That's what we're gonna do this year. This year just started, and that's the mission I'm on. That's going to be my hashtag from now on. Stop making stupid people famous. We do it entirely too much. All right? So, really, like, what talent does Kim Kardashian have? Right. You heard that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, share the video, and if you speak to a friend and tell them about the video, then make sure that you tell them to share it as well. That's how this is going to work from now on. My name is DVS Ahmad. Please remember that the harder you fall, the higher you bounce. Remember that when you tripping. All right? And we are out of here. There's music playing on the site. A lot of people don't know, but because they watch it right here on Facebook. But it's also simulcast on GS Radio North, and it's simulcast on YouTube. So if you are on Ustream or GS North, you get sound effects and applause and music in the background and things like that. And people don't know because we don't hear it right here. So they're like, people who watch us right here on Facebook are like, they're just talking. But it's a whole different experience when you catch it, you know, on there. And I should actually take it off of there. Aha moment. I can get it off of GS Radio and put it right on YouTube. And I think that would be a whole lot easier and this will be a different experience. So I will be taking the other ones down that I put up that were on Facebook, and I will go and get the ones on GS Radio Network. I love it when the plan comes together. You see how that one thing is God. I didn't, because my stream is still up. I just had a sidebar conversation, so
Sorry.
I apologize because I fell into my sidebar, but it was on this side. So to all you guys I forgot to tell you, we're in 232 countries around the world. So all you guys who are out there watching, I appreciate you. Everybody on Ustream, everybody out there on GS Radio North, we love you. We thank you for watching. Share the video. I don't want to have to come looking for nobody. Share the video. Stop making stupid people famous. Share the video. No. I was getting ready to say, everybody, we are in the champagne room. That's what I was trying to get to. I was trying to get to the champagne room because we in the champagne room with Tanya Champagne. Y'all don't even know how it goes down. Let me show you real quick because I actually got to get out of here. That phone call. Person on the other end is going to kill me. Cussed out in 10 minutes. But that's her right there. Now your show is next. You have a show coming up next?
No, not
tonight?
Not next week. I'm in Washington.
Okay.
At the Global Mixed Gender Festival on GS Radio North.
Right.
So yes, next week. I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, which is the 30th. Is that Friday or is it 30th? After this week following. So that is when I'll be back doing the show next week. Robert Johnson, Brooke Church, much love and appreciation. Art Jackson, Taronha. Why can't I pronounce anybody's name tonight? Barry Sterling.
Thank you for the love you share. Thank you for the guidance and all that you are. What I wanna do, say, thank you for being there. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being.